Like further, we've got the topic about save the school to show and promote peace. And we've showed all about the safe schools and all. Like you can see the placards here. And the most are the festive thing our craft have, are those. It depicts everything very well.
Very This is happening if you see every third household of this problem. And you have presented in such an excellent way what you have done together. And of course the painting and all, everything is says, they're saying there's no need to explain to them. I mean, they're speaking so well. So congratulations once again, and keep it up, please. And you are have to go to society, to neighborhood, and let us contribute in reducing domestic violence, which is a great ability in our society. I mean, we are right from the childhood also saying, and it's centuries, we are saying it. But now the students like you, the school like your school will intervene like anything. Of course, we will be successful in reducing this domestic violence. Thank you.
Very quickly. When we talk about target 16.1, it is very interesting. At UNODC we are doing this all the time. People usually think of wars, conflict, big things when it comes to violence, but I'm very happy that you have chosen the basic issues that start all this. Differences of opinion, discrimination, gender-based violence or domestic violence, and violence between people. I saw one person talking about mental health also, bullying also. They are very important triggers for violence. So it was very impressive with the topics you have chosen. The art is of course phenomenal, and keep this to your room. This is a secret, but I found this to be the most creative, the creative class so far. When it comes to the grade work, and of course very talented, individuals, all of you. What I would like to offer to you from UNODC is that if you can develop all this and on other themes, and we can support you with this, create short videos, create songs, create an album of songs on social themes. We can help you with that. Create skits like this, short skits on different themes, and record it on videos. We can help you with the knowledge and everything, what you have to put in the content. And then that product we use everywhere. It's not just for social media, it is for United Nations forums. That I promise you. So if you are interested, please connect with us. We are always happy to look for young talent like all of you.
Message to each one of you to stop violence, and also the domestic violence. As Sir said, we are talking about war everywhere, all around, but actually the domestic violence sometimes gets neglected, and of course the mental health. And I also like the way you have projected the solutions here. So I feel one message which I want to give is respecting others' views. When there is a respect for others, then automatically we start respecting the person, and that is one solution where everyone at home, in families, can share, can communicate, and this can help in solving this problem of domestic violence. So this is one message which I want to give, that you as a younger generation should understand what is the meaning of respecting others' views. So thank you.
We are very much delightful that the topic assigned to us is drug addiction and crime. Now, my fellow mates will tell you some information regarding drugs. Drugs are any substance which used to prevent, diagnose, treat, or relieve symptoms of a disease or abnormal condition.
availability to use the legal or illegal use of medicine or a drug.
Drugs affect us for a long-term health impacts such as heart, liver, kidney problems or cancer, mental health issues such as anxiety and depression.
Now, group 2 will let us know about causes of drugs.
Causes of drugs. The first point is peer pressure. Peer pressure is a strong factor which leads to the starting of misuse and use of drugs, especially in youngsters.
Lack of family involvement, difficult situation of family or increase the addiction of risk of addiction.
Once you start using drugs, the development of addiction may be influenced by inherited traits which may delay or speed disease progression. Mental health disorders. Mental health people suffering from mental health illnesses like depression, ADHD are most likely to become drug addicts as a way to cope with painful feelings.
Now, group 3 will highlight the symptoms of drugs. Drug addiction, also known as substance use disorder, is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior, which leads to inability to control the use of illegal or illegal drugs or medicine.
Let's talk about the symptoms of drug. Feeling that you have to use the drug regularly, having intense urge for the drug, making certain that you maintain the supply of drug, over time needing more of the drug to get the effect. Spending more money on drugs, which causes financial issues in the houses and peer pressure and suicide and violence in society.
How can we know that whether a person has taken a drug or not? So there are various symptoms that can be seen in a drug addicted person, like the person will have red eyes, dry mouth, and damage to sensory organs, damage to liver, which leads to liver cancer, and difficulty in concentrating or difficulty in remembering anything.
Here are some preventions of drugs. We can prevent drugs by avoiding those places where drugs and alcohol are available, surrounding ourselves with those friends who don't use drugs, and distracting ourselves with music and exercises, and knowing how to resist the temptation and relax without drugs.
The risk of addiction is how fast you become addicted by drugs. Stages by drugs, some drugs such as opioids, painkillers, have higher risk and cause addiction more than drugs.
Now, group 4 will address us about drugs and adolescence.
Drug and adults.
Experimentation with alcohol and drugs are common during adolescence. But unfortunately, teenagers does not use their action today with the consequences tomorrow.
They also have a tendency to feel the industry buzz and immune the problems that others experience.
Using alcohol and tobacco at young age has a negative health effect on body as well as mind.
Some things will experiment and stop and or will continue to use it occasionally without significant problems.
Others will develop dependency and become more interested in taking drugs and causing a significant harm to themselves and possibly others.
It is difficult to know which teen will experiment and stop and which teen will develop serious problems.
Group 5 will let us know that how a drug addict can do a lot of crime. It is that the drug addicted are directly proportional to the crime. A drug addicted is always makes a crime. They are made up from crimes which are related to drugs. First, crime related to possession of drugs. Second, crime such as theft and murder in order to buy the drugs. Organized crime such as political power can drug trade. These crimes do mention the drugs, but drugs don't come first. What comes first is the desire to be drunk. Drugs make it starting one of the things that can be controlled usages, but most of the cases ends by an addiction.
The drugs abuse is where it is time to use the drugs illegally in a way that one should not. In the case of legal drugs, who uses the drug more than we is threshold.
In case of illegal drugs, their use in itself is prohibited by the authorities. Addiction is where one is unable to stop no matter how worse the conditions are for them.
of drugs, one ends up of committing crimes such as possession of drugs. In order to this addiction to sustain, he commits crimes such as murder, theft, robbery, etc.
In a study by National Crime Bureau, it was found that India sees 10 suicide cases related to drugs and alcohol abuse. The law in India to prevent drug abuse are narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, prevention of illicit trafficking in narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances.
मरमर के जीने एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो सारी उम्र हम मरमर के जीने एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो ना 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 give me some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance to grow up once again. Give me some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance to grow up once again.
We have prepared a pledge. We would like that we all raise your right hand and take the pledge.
As a young person, I recognize that my actions matter in the building, the future we want. In this spirit, I pledge to promote peace, justice, fairness, and strong institutions in my school and beyond. I will strive to promote equality and discrimination, counter corruption, uphold human rights, and foster a culture of lawfulness. I commit to act with integrity and rise up for peace and the rule of law with education. Amen.
Organization where I belong, UN office on drugs and crime. Although one problem with our name is that people stop at the drugs part, we don't carry on to the crime part, we also look at organized crime. But drugs is a very serious issue. Do you agree with this?
Yes.
And you understand the risks that are involved with drug use?
Yes.
I hope that while you were preparing for this, you must have had a lot of fun. But I hope it also gave you some thoughts. It made you understand what kind of risks there are, what kind of problem the drug use causes. So it is very good that you have all done this activity. One thing that I wanted to share, and some of you already highlighted, is that drug use is not a crime. Drug use, if you are taking drugs, we have to look at that person not as a criminal, but as a patient. It is a health issue. And there are treatments available, there are therapies available. It's our responsibility that if there is a drug user, we give them that system, we give them those facilities where they can get treatment and where they can get support. But supplying drugs, if you're giving drugs to someone, that is a huge crime. So you have to look at drugs not just support jail mein aate hain. You have to look at it from the health side and the law enforcement and security police. So this is very good. I like the message. And finally, I think what we should do when it comes to basic drug use is look at mental health issues and drug waste. And one thing you have already written on the poster here, which is so nice, which is be kind to everyone. So kindness is very important. Treat people with compassion and understand what the signs are. Drug use suddenly नहीं होता कि आज मैं उठा और चलो drug use करते हैं. There are different reasons. There are some certain risks that happen. You may be tense, you may be anxious, you may be angry, you may be just trying to act cool. So one of the reasons is to act cool and I want to do something nice and I want to show my influence. That is also one reason why the abuse happens. So at UNODC, what we are trying to give you is an alternative to that form of coolness or whatever. We are giving you an alternate platform, a different platform where you can be equally cool by doing something positive for society. We're actually helping people in need and coming to a UN platform, which is a huge deal. You have, Dr. Bhushan, who's from the government, so we are giving you that platform where you can act as change makers and leaders. So if you are interested, we are waiting to hear from you. There are a lot of tasks that we want to give you. So please connect. Your ma'am is here and we would love to give you those opportunities. So I'm really looking forward. And the best thing I like was the public speaking skills you have. Do keep sharpening it because in life, public speaking is very good. It will hold you in very good stead. So that is what I wanted to share. Very, very creative. Loved it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, children, for such wonderful, awareness which you have presented so beautifully. And what I want to add here, as Sir has already spoken about the effects of drugs, but I would add here that the adolescent age is the most influential age. And yes, of course, the peer pressure, we must learn to say no. Because right from the beginning we have been taught कि कहना मानना है, सबका आदर respect करना है, that way. But when it comes to our health, our own protection, we must learn to say no. So that is very important. And of course, the other platforms, other ways where we can channelize our energy, that Sir has already informed. So thank you for such wonderful performance, and of course the spoken part, your public speaking skills are very, very, you have presented so beautifully. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Central Forensic Science Laboratory come under Home Minister and CBI. These are 6 Central Forensic Science Laboratory: CFSL Chandigarh, Pune, Kolkata, Bhopal, Hyderabad and Guwahati.
Greetings to all. Today we are going to shed light on the crucial role of footprint analysis in forensic science. By meticulously analyzing the shape, size, depth, pattern, and wear characteristics, forensic experts can infer valuable characteristics about the perpetrator, such as their height, weight, gait, and even the type of shoes worn.
Advancement in technique of revolutionized footprint analysis. The traditional method, plasma cutting and the 3D X-ray. The digital enhancement new methods are comparison from casting and visual transfer.
These techniques can be applied for various purposes, such as crime scene investigation, suspect identification, victim identification, and much more. However, footprint analysis also faces certain challenges. For example, environmental factors such as terrain, weather, and soil composition can affect footprint analysis and preservation. Bias and subjectivity, and this analysis may vary among different analysts. There are also ethical implications, as footprint analysis must stick to ethical standards to ensure fairness, impartiality, and respect for privacy rights.
Good morning, sir. Now we are going to show you one small activity on footprint. So we request you to please join us. Please come here and see.
We must choose each step we take with at the most caution for the mistakes. We leave behind are as important as the path we will follow.
So here we have 2 footprints. One is mine and one is of my buddy. Now we are going to measure the length and width of these two footprints, and we are going to see that how these two footprints vary from each other. So, the footprint 1, the length of this footprint is 24. So, we will mark our observations here. And now, we are going to measure the width of this footprint. So, the width of this footprint is 7.3. Now we are going to measure the length and width of footprint 2. So the length of this footprint 2 is 25. And now it's time to measure the width of this footprint. So the width of this footprint is 7.8. So we have done this activity basically to show you that how important role the footprints play in forensic science. Because of these footprints, we can identify the criminal easily on the crime scene, spotted in the crime evidences. Thank you.
In conclusion, footprint analysis stands at the cornerstone of forensic science. A silent witness who speaks volumes. By harnessing the insight it provides, we can strive towards a safer, more just society. Thank you.
Let's talk about forensic analysis. Forensic analysis refers to the information about scientific and technically. It is about to be helped in civil and criminal cases. There are many common types of forensic evidence such as DNA evidence, wave evidence, ballistic, etc. Forensic evidence must be collected and preserved carefully.
I am going to talk about spot analysis. Now, hotspot analysis consists of police delinquent and identifying hotspot analysis consists of police in identifying the crime scene and the type of crime being committed. Hotspot analysis depends on various factors which test.
Our topic is drug pattern analysis. Drug pattern analysis means the use of size, shape, distribution of the factors of blood stain found at the crime scene.
Findings of blood that might seem unimportant but that are important in crime investigation.
Blood pattern in chemistry is the study of how blood behaves. It is a chemical fingerprint which defines how clues are given in crime. Good morning, sir. We are going to talk about fingerprint analysis. Fingerprint analysis is crucial because it helps identify suspects, link individuals to crime scenes. This provides unique identifiers that help to solve the crime. If fingerprint is found at a crime scene and it does not match with the suspect's fingerprint, it can help clear the person of suspicion.
Fingerprint analysis means the study of unique patterns of someone's fingerprint to find out who they are. For example, if I talk about crime scene, every crime scene, forensic investigators find any fingerprint. We can use dark powder to find out who
is a branch of forensic science that focused on electronic evidence is component of almost crime activity. Preserving evidence, identifying methods, protecting corporate interest, assisting in cybercrime investigations.
Now we have medical forensics. It is one of the type of digital forensics. In this type of digital forensics, it results in monitoring, analyzing, preserving the network traffic, which identifies needs, or we can say stolen data.
As a young person, I recognize that my actions matter in the building of the future we want. In the spirit, I pledge to promote peace, justice, fairness, and strong institutions in my school and beyond. I will strive to promote equality and discrimination, counter corruption, uphold human rights, and foster a culture of tolerance. I commit to equal, integrity, and rise for peace, and rule with the law of with education. Amen.
Our journey begins with Miss Pavni, who will be representing on the current states of gender equality through data and statistics from India, Brazil, and Romania. Romania has no rules on the rules for working with men and women, but tradition makes those laws into work a challenge. Women in Romania might face countless of unrealistic tendency and education in jobs as well, and even their safety is also a concern. Despite this, Romania is on the right track. They are effectively working for making things fairer for everyone. Like if we take a look at Brazil, it ranks 24th in the world. More women are graduating in Brazil than men, but face greater hurdles in a workplace setting. The situation is bad, but not dull, and Brazil is working to improve it. Thank you.
India, on the other hand, ranks 134 in gender equality. Since elections are on board, let's talk about gender equality in our parliament, where women have 14% in total seats. Despite having great leaders like Indira Gandhi, women get hardly represented in our houses. We need to keep up with our efforts to ensure equality.
Thank you. Now we will hear from Vipin, who will contribute to the existing gender gap.
The gap between boys and girls is everywhere. Whose minds don't have rules for all the girls who want to learn. Society can be bossy, telling girls to be nurses and boys to be cleaners. Even the rules, the laws, sometimes forget about the one gender and treat them different. All these things pile up to create a big gap where boys and girls have different experiences, and we need to fix it.
Now invite our guests to participate in unique activity. I request you to follow.
Morning ma'am, I'm the visiting board and this is my activity partners. So yes,
So let's start.
let's
house after marriage. हम इस एक्टिविटी से ये दिखाना चाहते हैं कि जेंडर इक्वालिटी हो रही है और हर एक कंट्री में वुमेन और मैन को जेंडर इक्वालिटी देनी चाहिए.
Thank you for your cooperation. Please take a seat and we will continue with our series of presentation.
If they are boy or a girl, there are another two laws, like the Hindu section of Act 1956 and the Equal Remuneration of Act 1976, which says that everyone, women are treated everyone fairly.
Brazil ensured that women and men have equal legal status. Their laws protect its people from hateful practices and violence. It also grants women working positions and equal pay to its citizens. It is difficult to implement, but it is a step in right direction.
Romania has many laws to make it fair for everyone. One law from 2000 says that you can't be treated. One law from 2000 says that you can't be treated differently at work or school just because of your gender. Another law from 2002 explains exactly what discrimination is based on.
So if we don't see what happens in Parliament daily, we mostly rely on the media.
TV, movies, TV shows, news, social media shape the view of the world. Women are portrayed as a lady in a distress by the man become a poetic hero. Whenever the fact was very much richer, girls might think that they can't be scientists or women, and boys might think that they can't be share their feelings, but that's totally not true.
For too long, we have been stuck in this boxes that girls and boys are likely to do. But what if a girl likes to build a robot or a boy loves ballet? Our society labels men as pilot and women as cabin attendant. But as we proceed with new technology, we can easily break the chain of old thoughts and celebrate to be real. A man, woman, or anything between.
Or stay-at-home dads or free. I can list countless films that break these stereotypes we mentioned. Here are some examples of these films. Dangal, Dreamgirl, etc. Media also spotlights the real life heroes.
Now, let's recap our performance celebrating unity and empowerment. We do the dishes, they mow the lawn. Seems like the chores are always drawn, but we can't we share the load? Equality much better road. Let's break the chain, old fashioned ways. Together we rise in a brighter face. Equal rights, equal voice. That's the key to finally free. On the books, promises made, equal pay for every great, whether these rights truly upheld, justice for all just good and good. Let's break the chain, old-fashioned ways, together we rise in a brighter face. Equal rights, equal voice, that's the key to finally free. Thank
you so much, students. We are left with the two classes. So.
Gender-based violence itself is a very serious issue and we must break gender divide. We should not believe in all.
Evolution, technology and governance to create peace and the future better. God bless you. Welcome both of you and other guests. Today I am Ridhima and I am Panchi. I stand before you as a two guides for today.
It remains the
most polluted capital of India till now. India ranked third most polluted country in the globe.
Begusariya, a city in Bihar, is the most polluted metropolitan city globally in 2026. Thank you.
Now let's see the problem faced by the people in current city and how they want to change it. Traffic. It is a major problem in large cities. Some cities experiencing huge congestion problems which cause thousands of accidents and deaths a year.
Pollution. Vehicles and industrial waste cause huge amount of pollution every day, and the pollution is causing thousands of deaths as well as diseases. This pollution is polluting the earth and making the earth ugly.
Crowding. It is a major problem. Affects most of the poor people as shanty towns are more crowded than elite cities.
Housing. Everyone needs house. Some people live in poor houses, which is also causing diseases in their lives.
Drainage. Sewer systems are made to deal with human waste, but most of these systems fail to keep up.
Next is about crime. Gangs, drugs and crimes are very frequent nowadays. Sometimes police can't overtake them, and sometimes controlling it may also cause violence.
इसी pollution के कारण ऐसा है.
चलो हॉस्पिटल लेकर चलो.
I am the earth. Soon I'll be facing the same issue. I won't be able to live. I won't be able to survive because of this urban cities. I will not able to give anyone new some life.
कोई अरमा हो जो खास खास कुछ पाने की हो वास वास आशा हर कोशिश में हो बार बार करके दरिया को पार पार आशा तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीनने आशाएं गुले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की आशाएं गिरे दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं
I am the future of the world, the smart city, and I advise everyone to follow the specific components that my friends suggest. By doing so, we can create a better lifestyle for ourselves. Do you know what is a smart city? Yes, smart city is a complex, interconnected system that applies new technologies to promote the public and the private hospital. Do you know what makes smart city smart? Yes, the use of technology to collect data and solve problems is at the core of what makes smart cities smart. These types of smart cities help in reducing the greenhouse gas emissions by heat production and electricity. The main goal of smart city is to promote economic growth while maintaining the quality of life. That's all. We are the future. We have also thought a smart game case where we are having everything innovative. We have also a hospital named by our school, Kamala Hospital. So at last, I want all of us to take a pledge. Maybe as a young person, I
feel like you stayed. So much. Very well done. Very good.
Such as friendship and harmony in the absence of hostility and violence. In the social sense, peace is commonly used to mean lack of conflict and freedom. The mathematical expression for the peace is cooperation and tolerance.
One of the policy of peace is human rights. Human rights are not principle or norms for the certain standard of human behavior and regularly these are acted as expensive law expensive right.
Justice means giving the person to the husband he deserves. In children, mathematical sees that it means that due to the used purpose. Justice and fairness are commonly correlated. They are usually used in the entire world as the same word.
In our society, it encompasses decision-making through settings. Mathematics also play a crucial role in governance, such as in CCTV and in the production and processing of food for the nation. One of the causes of the governor is accountability. Accountability is the social characteristic for good governance. As in many areas of business and societal life, boards of directors are accountable to the government and accountable to their group, and the individuals were affected by the disease. So at last, I want to say that these are some of the policies which have qualified my fellow mates, and I hope that will help in bringing peace to the country.
In this digital era, data visualization is very important. You have to arrange data and understand it. My friend will tell you more about this.
Good afternoon everyone. Myself, my teacher has prepared a presentation on the topic data visualization. And I am going to talk about on the topic crime rates. In 2022, the crime rate is reported to be 487.8% per 1 million people. And the crime rate in 2022 further decreased to 421.5% per 1 million people, indicating a decline in the rate of crime rate.
Justice and governance is actually the legal system which promotes peaceful inclusive societies, provide access to justice for all, and helps in building discipline at all levels. Visualization data is being used by the AMF, being a form of geospatial visualization. AMF are being used for specific value set for countries, states, and geographic locations.
Mesh is being used in data visualization by optimizing order data that answer the information.
Role of mathematics in governance. Mathematics helps to ensure equity and fairness in the environment, which are one of the ingredients of good governance. Its fairness is the distribution of wealth and infrastructure facilities among the ethnic groups. I will talk about the role of mathematics in legal proceedings. Mathematics play a crucial role in legal laws and in areas such as finance and economics. It is often used in calculating damages and excess of financial and calculating the legal proceedings. And without mathematics, the legal arguments and decisions could be impacted. For making digital payments and storing data, we use blockchain technology. Welcome to one of our present here. I am a broker and this is our team. We start with moving into inviting the topic of blockchain. These are the topics we are going to cover. So blockchain is a digital ledger with growing records that are securely linked together. One block consists of one record and a single block consists of three types of information. First is relevant information, second is hash, and third is previous hash. These three combined make blockchain so secure
have been put together by the United Nations for more sustainable future, and fostering have transparency and security. It can be helpful in achieving SDGs. As you can see, these are the goals of SDGs, and now just need to tell you more about them. Goal 1, fight against poverty. Blockchain can help you detect the water and corruption, which can reduce poverty as these currency normally transfer of money to the other countries. Blockchain can help the world set 2 billion unbanked population in training activities.
Goal 16, build peace, justice and strong institutions. Blockchain strengthen information sharing between institutions and general public. It leads to institutions with strong foundation, peace and justice. It can transform democracy if it is integrated with voting system. As India needs no room for vote rigging and corruption.
बहुत ही अच्छा किया एज यूजुअल जैसे सभी हमने रोज का देखा बड़ी अच्छी पेंटिंग्स है बहुत अच्छे से बनाया अगर टॉपिक इज you know the mathematics is the subject which is most close to human rights you can teach human rights with mathematics like anything एक सिंपल सा मैं एक क्वेश्चन मैं आपको कर रहा हूँ आप जानते भी होंगे नहीं जानते तो इसके बारे में सोचिए जो आपके सब क्लासरूम में होता है हमेशा टीचर कहती है सर्कल में खड़े हो जाइए क्यों नहीं कहती स्क्वायर में खड़े हो जाइए या रेक्टेंगल में खड़े हो जाइए हमेशा कहती है स्क्वायर में होइए वाई सॉरी सर्कल में हो जाइए क्यों कहते हैं जस्ट थिंक है ना हमेशा कहते हैं सर्कल में खड़े होइए आप सभी सर्कल में होइए इवन हम ट्रेनिंग में भी टीचर्स को कहते हैं आप सर्कल में आ जाइए कोई एक्टिविटी करती है क्यों कहते हैं जस्ट कैसे anyone else see teachers is always in center है ना so teacher is सर्कल का क्या प्रॉपर्टी है we are all are equal from center so equality बनाने के लिए सर्कल से बेटर कुछ नहीं है ना तो और इक्वल क्यों है क्योंकि मैं बीइंग ए टीचर सबको इक्वली कर एक रीजन ये भी हो सकता है और सोचिए क्या क्या हो सकता है
Maths used to be my weak subject. I'm of course traveling with an NCERT professor on maths or physics who's a specialist in maths, and I'm in a maths class. But I wish that I had teachers like, you have, and classmates like all of you who are so creative with maths and all. I would have really excelled, I think, in maths if I was in this class. So I have a half a mind to quit my job and actually join all of you and start studying again with maths. But maths is very important. It's a very interesting area that you have chosen, which is why I was taking the photographs. Because usually SDGs, SDG 16 especially, किसी से भी पूछोगे और generally बोलेंगे it's about social sciences. What are we doing about it? But you have actually made those links with maths, and maths for the हर चीज में बहुत role है. You need data for everything. You need data visualization for so many things. So it's excellent that you have taken this, and I wish you all the best. Please continue in this same spirit. Don't let RiseUp4Peace just end with these 5 days. It's a lifelong mission for all of you. And what I will do is I will take examples from this and actually circulate it with other schools that we work, other young people that we work. That peace, SDGs is not just about social sciences. Look at KNPS, this group of amazing young people are looking at maths and SDGs as an SDGs. So very inspirational for me, it's learning also for me, and I'm really inspired by all of you. So thank you very much. And I do hope to see as many of you as possible very soon in the United Nations system, because we need young people like you